Good morning, traders. I'm Dennis Dick.
And I'm Joel Elconin. Welcome to Premarket Info.
Dow flying yesterday afternoon on rumors of a private equity buyout. Stock trading up here again this morning. Lennar reports earnings they beat, but the street's not that impressed and the stock is trading down. We do have a triple top in the S&P futures, and this market is starting to look toppy. Joel, what are you thinking?
Well, not only do we have a triple top, going back for those highs and above the 1470 level, we also had a couple closes around the 1467 level, and that stopped the market intraday yesterday. We've already cut through Monday's low. I'm not looking for support to come in for another 4 points here at 1454.75. And below that, we could be trading under 1450 down to 1446. But it just seems like the market is just really stalling out here, Dennis.
Yeah, it's definitely consolidating here. So it's a question of, are we consolidating for the next leg up, or are we consolidating to top out and break down here? If you look at some of the individual components, obviously we've seen Apple yesterday. It's still trying to hold above 500. Cut through it there yesterday. Did trade obviously down to the 498 area and then bounced back up. Now trading 503, so it's up a buck. It's still trying to hold that 500 level. But you look at a stock like ExxonMobil there too, Joel, and it's coming into a big resistance area right below 90 bucks.
Yeah, we've had multiple highs here up at the 89.71 to 89.75 level. Those were the highs from the last 2 days. And then you go back to mid-December and you had a high at 89.74. The chevrons continue to march, but we run into a wall here in ExxonMobil, so you trade looking at a lower risk short here. Probably some institutions are looking around at the $90 level. Really tight range yesterday, 40-cent range.
Really
ExxonMobil, very unusual. I would look at that 89.32 as only a minor support. Could be trading back in the mid-88s if that level's taken out.
Google breaking down with Apple yesterday. Stock trading down almost 18 points anyway, so it's a pretty ugly day there for Google. It's trading down another $1.67 here this morning with the overall market, but you could argue that whole triple top thing on Google from the last 3 days as well, 745, 742, and 74.220. It's only $3 away, so seeing similar formations there on the Goog monster too.
Yeah, I mean, to have two highs within 23 cents of each other from Friday, Monday's pretty unusual. High of the move being 745. Just kind of creeped down yesterday. Opened up, at 737, had a little bit of a rally. Minor support here at the 722.35 level. The better support for that stock comes in at 716.55. If in fact we hold that. We cannot hold that. I'm looking for the $700 level, but we talked about this last week. I mean, it had the earnings miss. It's had this huge rally. It got almost back to that level, and now you have an earnings again. And there's usually 30, 40, 50-point moves in that thing on earnings.
It's scary always holding. If you were sitting on a 100-point gain, would you want to hold into earnings? That's what I would say, too. I think I'd take a little bit off the table when it's ran up this much into the earnings report.
Because just remember, it takes a month and a half, 2 months to, to make that kind of ascent, and then in a day or two, it's gone.
It can happen, up like an escalator, down like an elevator. General Electric too, Joel, really forming this triple top theme we got going on here from the last 3 days. Highs were 21.23, 21.24, and 21.24. You don't get a better triple top than that one. Stock pulling back this morning, down 7 cents with the overall market at 21.05.
Yeah, and if you go back before that triple top, you had 2 days of lower highs, but then you had a 21.22 and a 21.26 level. Someone here is definitely making a stand here at this level. I only see minor support. I mean, I see the 21.07 low. We're trading through that. 21.02, that was the low. couple lows in the low 29s. I really don't see major support in this thing until 2070. But as long as we still hold above 21, you got to figure we might be able to go back up to that 2120 level.
Let's move into some of the individual issues here. Obviously, Dell was your big mover yesterday on rumors of that PE deal possibly happening. Wall Street Journal commenting on it again this morning. Stock trading up 60 cents here again, 12.89. What a lift for Dell. What do you think? Is it going to be some type of deal here for Dell?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, you get these kind of rumors. It trades up on hard volume, so obviously, it's hard. It's hard to be short the stock.
Yeah.
If you are long the stock, though, you should get your charts out here and look back until August 21st. Had a high at 1277 there. We got above that level yesterday, 1283. So, I mean, just look at that as a resistance point up to the $13 level. Stock was under $9 too long ago. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to buy a PC company, but obviously,
Got a lot of cash.
yeah,
That's the one
they
thing
got a
they
lot
do
of
have going
cash.
for 'em.
So what are they going to do with the cash? I mean, I don't understand the intricacies of these deals. I think you just have to, you have to go with the flow and see what happens and see if something is formally announced.
Lululemon gave out some guidance there yesterday. It actually looked like they were increasing guidance for the fourth quarter. 74 cents estimates were down 71 to 73. So they updated their outlook, but they must not have liked the comments that they were saying along with it because the stock is trading down $4.50 here this morning. Closed 72.30 after hours. Got whacked on that news. Trading down 67.76. How low did it get yesterday after hours? I think it went quite a bit lower than that, did it not?
Yeah, it went to $65.
Yeah, and look at that.
You know,
And he's telling us that these levels don't work. 65.09, the low on November the 15th, right on the money. It's right where it went to after hours last night. Bounced right off that level, so we're up $2.50 from where it went to last night.
Yeah, I think you have some very good level. You point out that low there, Dennis. But since we've hit that low, we've rebounded. Someone is making a stand here at the $68 level. Have only been able to get above that once, and then it got beat right back down. If in fact it can get back and hold 68, we do have a rally on our hands, maybe be able to get back up near that $70 level. Yeah, 70's huge. Gonna be huge now. Everyone that was buying there, hoping for a bounce, is stuck now. Couple lows in the high 69. So use got some good numbers: 65, 68, and 70 in Lululemon. I guess you haven't been buying as many yoga pants as usual.
Nah, man, I guess that's didn't not too exercising too much for me. I should have obviously maybe made some New Year's resolutions, started exercising, buying those yoga pants, and it would have helped Lululemon stock. But I've been lazy in the new year, so no yoga pants for me. Lennar, LEN, 4102 where it closed. They just reported actually they beat 56 cents against estimates of 43. The stock has been all over the place in the pre-market. It's trading 41.05, up 3 cents right now, but that stock was down just about 20 minutes ago. How low did it get there, Joel?
We got a low in the Lennarster at 40.20. When the news initially came out, we popped up to we hit the $40 level. Yeah. 42, excuse me. We hit 42.
42.
That coincides with the recent high of the move at 42. The stock has had a big run, and it's starting to look a little toppy. Use that 42 as mid. Yep, 42 is huge. Coming back on the downside, multiple lows in the 40-50 level.
So this stock has had a range from 42, and it's been down to $40.20 as well, right? And now it's trading back up at 41.35, so it's bouncing around like a yo-yo here this morning. Obviously, some of your other home builders, keep an eye on them. KB Homes is looking at this. This one's starting to look toppy to me, too. We'll have to watch Len for some indication there. It's trading flat right now, KB Homes, but 16.11 is where it closed, trading flat at 16.10. But look at all these tops in the 16.30, 16.40, 16.50 area. If that thing gets up 30, 40 cents, there's resistance all over the place.
Yeah, and if you're not trying to sell in the strength and you want to sell in the weakness, I think if we take out this $16 level here, I think we got to ride down at least to the the mid to low 15 level. 16's been holding up quite a bit. 16.05 was the low yesterday. Not getting much of a bounce in the pre-market. So for you KB home owners, hope 16 holds for you.
Johnson and Johnson
Yep.
sneaky, making a new all-time high yesterday. It's pulling back a bit here this morning, down 30 cents, but 72.56 is where it closed. Got up at 72.79. If we go back to October, we had a high of 72.74. We got a double top in there.
Well, you might want to call it a triple top if
Going
you
back
look
farther.
back to September of 2008. Johnson and Johnson got up to
Wow.
72.76. Yep, as you mentioned on not too long ago, we got up to that level. Again, we traded up to 72.74, but rebuffed. Yesterday, we got up to 72.79 before retreating. Perhaps you have an institution there lurking around the $73 level, and with it being a new all-time high and a little bit of weakness in the overall market, you have the HFT guys stepping out ahead of the $73 level.
Stock that reversed yesterday, got upgraded, and then just turned around and started dying was Facebook. It was trading up significantly in the pre-market. And then during the regular session, opened up near the highs. I don't like it when you see stuff like that, where it opens up right near the high at 32.17 and just puked after that all the way down to 30.60. Rallies back up 31.5, pulls back a bit. It's getting a little bit of a lift here this morning, but I don't like this chart now for the longs. It did hold the trend line overall, but I don't like it when a stock gets upgraded, opens at the high, and then it closes down on the day. I think it was a key reversal day yesterday for Facebook.
Yeah, and you talked about the the surprise announcement, and
Yeah, the
that's on the
mystery
list. That's
announcement. I
that's
mean,
supposed to happen today.
yeah, that's what's going to be your driver here, obviously, for Facebook. But the whole thing is, look what we've run up into this mystery announcement. We're basically up $6 here in the last 3 weeks. So a lot of this, and really $3 since they announced this mystery announcement. So a lot of this mystery thing might be priced in. If they don't come out with something and just blows your mind away, they may sell this news, man.
Well, we've had until yesterday, we had a string of 9 consecutive higher lows, and that was finally broken yesterday with the 30.62 low. So, if you've been sitting on any kind of profits in Facebook, we break below this 30.62 level. I think this thing's destined to come back and trade in the 20 handle, perhaps 28.80, 28.75, the level that it broke out from.
A little bit of a bearish theme to the overall show here today. Obviously, we've been bullish for a while, but I'm nervous too. Like, I've obviously been bullish here for quite some time, but I'm nervous here. You're right. You're pointing out a triple top in a lot of different stocks. You're pointing out the triple top in the overall market. You've built a pretty good case for the bear here, Joel. You've got me nervous.
Time to get long.
Time to get long. Whenever we both build this bear case, then who
You
knows
know,
what's going to happen. But
you have reference points though, Dennis, on the upside
yep.
here. You're a longer term swing trader. Even shorting here under 1460. You have the double closes at 1467. You have all the triple top 1471. So if you're willing to risk 10 or 15 points and you're trying to take 40, 50 points out of it, this is as good as level as any.
I mean, that's what trading is all about, defining your risk. And when you can get areas of defined risk like these triple tops and stuff, you can trade off of those levels. It starts to take out those levels, you got to get out. And that's how trading works. It's all about defining your risk and having a nice risk return level. So you're right, if you're risking 10 points, you want to be making at least 20. I always try to use like a 2-to-1 risk return ratio. If I'm risking 20 cents in a stock, I want to make 40. If I'm risking a nickel in a stock, I want to make a dime. I don't usually go into stocks for nickels anymore because it's very hard to scalp in this HFT world. But just from a swing trading perspective, I'd love to see the market pop back up, maybe get to flat. You get that 1465 level that we traded at overnight and where we opened. Maybe you find some more resistance there, and at that point you're only risking 5 or 6 S&P futures points if you want to put on a nice swing trade. So those are my overall thoughts. Any closing thoughts here for our listeners, Joel?
Nope, nope. Just on the downside, our next support level is 1454.75. So look for that if you're looking to bring in some early shorts.
Uh,
That's our show for today, folks. We'll be back with you tomorrow.